Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So today we're going to be talking about some stimulus updates. We've got some PEBT updates. We're going to go over the list of the names of the states that have been approved for January emergency allotments. And then unemployment, and yeah, we got quite a bit. So let's jump right into it. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So I am going to start off talking about the stimulus because there's not really much information in terms of the new stimulus, but we'll get to that in a minute. So what I do know is that the IRS and the U.S. Treasury have just 1 day left. Now, when I got this article yesterday, it said that they had 2 days left. But the main point is that the IRS and the Treasury has up until tomorrow to disperse all of the stimulus checks, which is the recent round that went out in the amount of $600 for adults and $600 for dependents, okay? It says that if there might be a snag, that some stimulus payments will hit a snag like this one and have to be returned to the IRS and eventually rerouted. So if you qualify for a stimulus check and don't get your payment by the end of tomorrow, it also goes on to say that they will allow some flexibility for the U.S. Postal Service because you guys all know that there has been some delays. I'm not sure when if there was another disbursement this week, but I do know that the most recent one that I can recall were stimulus checks that had been mailed out on January 6th. And there's still quite a few people who hasn't even received that yet. Okay, so it says that they are allowing some flexibility. However, the cutoff for them to disperse all of this benefits mean that they won't be sending any more out past tomorrow, January the 15th. Okay, I suspect that the reason for that is because we're basically in tax season right now. And that's basically what this article says. We're going into tax season. People are getting their W-2s, getting their 1099s together, and all of those tax documentation so that they can start filing for their taxes. The IRS is already behind. You guys know that they're backlogged from last year. So there's no surprise that they would be backlogged this year. So in order to, I guess, not overwhelm them any more than they already are, they had to give themselves, and I mean them as in the IRS and the Treasury, had to give themselves a deadline to disperse these funds so that way they have time to start working on the new tax returns that are going to be coming in very shortly, if not have already been sent in or are in standby or whatever right now, waiting in the queue, okay? So in terms of the new stimulus, the only thing that I have seen that has changed, we do know that Biden, Bernie Sanders, there's some House Democrats and House Republicans that are for the stimulus payment as long as they are targeted. And that is at the $2,000. So they want to do $2,000 for adults. I don't know if they're going to do a supplement for the children or if it's going to be at $600. However, there was a rumor circulating from Capitol Hill saying that they wanted to do $3,600 a year for children 6 and below, and then $3,000 for children 6 to 17. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a monthly thing, if they're going to pay it out monthly, or if that's just going to be something that they're going to give as a lump sum, and if that's going to be included in this stimulus payment. Like I said, that is just a rumor. None of this stuff has passed. As a matter of fact, today, January 14th, we are awaiting black and white paper. We're awaiting documentation. We are awaiting for Biden's team, the House Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, all of the funny characters to basically circulate a new stimulus aid package in which we can go through and update. But these are the available small increments of knowledge that they have tried to give us as of now. So $2,000 for adults. So in this upcoming stimulus package is most likely going to be a $1,400 offset for adults to make that $2,000 to go with the $600, and then $10,000 for student loan forgiveness. Now, originally it was $50,000, but I don't think that they're going to be able to get that passed. Honestly, you guys, even the $3,600 per child to me kind of seems like a stretch. We fought with the Republicans for several months trying to get them to jump on board with these proposals, and it just hasn't happened. So, I mean, you know, I'm all about being optimistic, but at the same time preparing for the fact that they may just say no. Now, moving on, I wanted to talk to you guys about rental assistance. There isn't much information available, or at least that I have been able to find, but I will give you what I was able to find, okay? So, to be eligible for rental assistance, you need at least one person in your household who qualifies for unemployment benefits or has proof of income loss due to the pandemic. If you can prove that your household incurred a substantial loss in expenses or gain, or however you want to put that, due to the pandemic, you can qualify. You'll also need to prove that you're at risk of becoming homeless in the absence of aid by providing copies of past due rent statements or notices from your landlord. Plus, your 2020 income can't exceed 80% of your area's median income to qualify. That said, states have been instructed to prioritize very low income applicants whose income is at 50% or less of a given area's median income, as well as those who have been jobless for 90 days or more. And unfortunately, a lot of people meet that criteria today. So the application process for rental assistance will vary depending on where you live, but states should have those funds by January 20th. You can start to process by contacting your state's housing department or local helplines and seeing how to apply, okay? If you qualify for rental assistance, you may be able to get up to 12 months worth of back rent and utilities, plus another 3 months worth if there's money left over. Any funds you receive will be paid directly to your landlord or your utility provider, okay? So as of right now, you guys, I would suggest that you take advantage of the eviction moratorium. Make sure that you guys look up that document that I did talk about in a previous video that you can print out and fill out as a declaration to your landlord stating that you are suffering some type of loss due to the pandemic, and that should hold you over. As this article says, you guys, the states will start to receive the funding for rental assistance next week, January 20th. So I would suggest that you guys get on your state's websites for Department of Health or Social Services. As they stated also, if you have any housing authorities, do that as well. I believe I was trying to look up some information yesterday for Alabama. I didn't see anything. For Arkansas, I didn't see anything. I did see that Arkansas did have a program that was active as of, I believe, November of last year. I'm not sure if they're still extending help and funding to people who need it, but that is definitely something that you guys can look into, okay? So that's all the information that I have in terms of rental assistance. Being that the states have not even received funding, I don't think that there are going to be very many application portals open right now. We can expect that some updates are going to happen next week, as well as application portals next week once each state has received their funding. Now, for PEBT, not really much of a update there too. The same 3 states have been approved for benefits. No more have been approved. That is Indiana, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. However, I was able to find some information regarding Rhode Island's benefits, and I'm going to get you guys that right now. Okay, so as of January 11th, only 2 other states received PEBT approval, Massachusetts and Indiana. We were the first in the country to issue PEBT in the spring of 2020, and one of the only 20 states to issue PEBT benefits for August and September 2020. I don't know why that information is relevant. Anyways, the PEBT benefit for 2020-2021 school year is $64.46 per month for all students in a hybrid learning schedule. That means that if you are in Rhode Island and your child goes to school maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they are home Tuesday and Thursday, that is a hybrid, because that means they are both attending in-person instruction and online instruction, okay? They will receive $64.46 per month. That's it, okay? If your student is doing their learning virtually, meaning completely online, every day of the week, they will receive $5.86 per day for each day that the school is in session each month based on Rhode Island's school calendar. Therefore, it is possible a household could receive different amounts if there are multiple eligible school-age children based on the learning experience for that child. PEBT will be issued retroactively for the months of October, November, and December of 2020. by the end of this month, January 2021. Starting in February 2021, benefits will be issued during the second week of each month for the previous month. So, for example, the benefits for January 2021 will be issued by, on, or before February 13th, 2021. That's pretty much all the information that I have regarding PEBT. As I stated, I check this every day, and no other states have been approved. I know you guys are going to be asking questions about the different amounts and your children getting different amounts. You guys have to take into consideration that there are holidays in the months as well. We just came back from Christmas break. So if you received your benefits for December and you notice that your benefits are not what you had calculated them to be, make sure that you're taking into account that they just had a 2-week break from December to January. Some places have 3 weeks. That's going to be taken into consideration. They're going based off of the calendar days that are reported by the school district. Okay, so that's pretty much all I can give you guys for PEBT. It's taking a while for the other states to get the information and the guidance from the federal government in terms of approval, because there's so many new details. I know that they're trying to implement child care. I don't know if they've started that with Indiana, Massachusetts, or Rhode Island. But that's definitely something to look out for. And then finally, you guys, we are going to do the names of the states that have been approved for emergency allotments for January. So these are the states that have been approved current as of today, January 14th. So I'm not going to do the payout dates. If you guys want to hear the payout dates for these states, you guys check my video out that I did yesterday. So here we go. Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Guam, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Oregon, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So those are the names of the states that have been approved currently for January emergency SNAP allotments. Okay. That's pretty much it, you guys. Definitely stay tuned. I know they're supposed to be releasing that information, as I stated earlier in the video, regarding stimulus today. So, of course, as soon as that information drops, give me a chance to go over it, and I will be posting another update video on it shortly. As soon as any information comes available for Social Security, I did look into that. I haven't seen anything. All the articles that I have found were outdated to me, not information that I want to bring to you guys from 2020. I haven't seen anything where they've stated that they've started to pay the increase or anything like that. But as soon as that information comes available, I will definitely get that, guys, to you guys as soon as I can. But in the meantime, you guys, remember to live, love, and elevate. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace.